Hello, and if you notice that I did cut off some of my hair, I'm really thinking about micro bangs. So if I film a video tomorrow and you see me with micro bangs and it does not look good, don't ask any questions. I'm really thinking about it. I did cut off some of this hair. If anyone wants my hair, it's very soft. This was a lot. I did not mean to cut off this much. It's just I did it like a little. I don't know. I did it wrong, but it'll grow back anyways. Anyways, I don't have another topic. I also look a little crusty today, so actually don't mind. Also, I said I finished Sapiens. I did finish the Hermetica today. It made me think about a lot of things. But next, I'm going to be reading. Let me get these two books out of here. Next, I'm going to be reading Love, A History in Five Fantasies. Can't wait to read it. And yes. So, okay. Today, I wanted to talk about, first of all, okay, let's start with bed rotting and mindlessly scrolling. I think we need to toss those out. Those are not the trends that are happening. And if you are bed rotting, mindlessly scrolling, you need to stop. Why are you doing that? Like, I literally don't understand why people do that. It's the same thing. I'm going to get as heated as my Instagram argument because genuinely you could be doing so much. When I bed rot for a day or even like a couple hours, I get severely depressed, so I have to like get out because I start disassociating. So I think that is very bad, and I don't think people should be bed rotting. Also, I did mention delete TikTok, and I said that on my last video. You need to delete TikTok. TikTok is literally booty cheeks, and I don't know why people are still on TikTok. Life is so much better without TikTok. Like, genuinely, I see clouds, I see the sun, I see everything beautiful about life. I see bugs, hummingbirds, butterflies. Everything is better without TikTok because TikTok is a terrible place and we need to get off of it. We need to get off of it. I don't know. I just say this all the time. I think we need to get off TikTok because it wasn't meant for us. It is not meant for us. I'm sorry. It's not meant for us. And I don't care. And I don't care. It's not meant for us. And we need to leave. Why do you think so many countries ban TikTok? Because it's not good. It's not good. Yep. Yep. Work. My next point is I'm sick of romance books. I am so sick of romance book. The other day I was at Barnes and Nobles for my two books. I got them in like the social sciences section, and my Barnes and Noble is like remodeling or not like fixing some shelves, and they were gonna like move a whole shelf so they can add more romance because more people buy romance books, and I'm actually sick of romance books. You guys need to stop with romance books. Maybe stop reading those romance books and go out and get some romance yourself. I'm sorry, I know that's a little crazy, but yes, it's true. I don't understand romance books. I'm sorry. I'm sick of that. Oh my god, this is a whole another argument. I'm so sick of talk. I'm so sick of that what is it? It's not it's like that suffix of talk, hair talk, book talk. Oh my god. Run far away from me. I don't want to see you if you're saying the word talk. Get out of here. The second I see book talk, I want to throw up. I literally want to throw up. So, and book talk a lot is romance books. So, I really want America, the United States of America, to ban romance books because I think we need to stop reading romance books, and they're also intense and crazy, and sometimes just no, they're just very intense and they're crazy. And also, you guys are like openly talking about this on TikTok, and then you start getting children to read these books, and you have children reading about God knows what at school. Y'all are weird. It's just weird. It's weird. I don't understand. Very rarely do I read romance books. I've only read a couple, and it's because the literature is so amazing and the story is so intense. But the second I see that cartoon looking book cover, I will judge a book by cover because I know, I'm not saying they're bad, I'm just saying I know what is behind that cover. And I know it's not good for the brain. I know it's not good for the brain. You might say, look, okay, you know what? I don't care if people hate me for this. You can tell me you read, and I'll be like, oh my god, you read? Wow. I think more people need to read nowadays. Nowadays, people barely read one book a day, one book a year. The second you start pulling up romance, TikTok books, I'm discrediting your whole everything I said. The second you mention Colleen Hoover, I need a quarantine because I think you gave me a disease. Thank you. Thank you. People who read romance books or book talk books, I have a special place in not my heart, in my butt for you because you guys are booty cheeks, and I'm sorry, but I do think we need to ban romance books. I'm sorry if any of you read romance books. Um, Look, read a romance book every once in a while, but also read something else. Come on, read to learn something, read to expand the mind. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm just really angry about romance books. They kind of make me tired. Um, and then I have in quotes, "That's so embarrassing," and that's because I have a special. I hate saying the word hatred, but I have a very special hatred for people who say that's so embarrassing. I could never do that. That's embarrassing. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I would be so embarrassed. You guys are not living. You guys are not living life if you're not embarrassed. Because why are you so embarrassed about everything? Oh my god, shut yourself in your room all day if you're so embarrassed. That's embarrassing. You shut yourself in your room all day. Like, the second someone would say that's embarrassing, you know what's embarrassing? You're embarrassing because why do you think that's embarrassing? It's embarrassing that you care about other people's opinions. Oh my god. Like every once in a while I'll be like, oh my god, I'm low-key embarrassed. Like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed to do that. Because it is embarrassing to do some things. Like sometimes I'll go up and ask the waiter a question and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. But no, the second you start pointing at other people and say that's embarrassing, you are going down there. And down there, not up there, down there. What is embarrassing? Like genuinely? I don't know. Like okay, my graduation where I live, it was like 110 degrees or something like that. I know it's in the hundred. I'm not exaggerating. I could tell you like for a fact it was in the hundreds. And like people were like, "Oh, I'm going to bring an umbrella cuz the sun is shooting down. It's very terrible rays at us cuz we live in the freaking desert." And someone was like, "That's so embarrassing bringing an umbrella." You'd rather get like burnt as hell. I'm sorry, I'm not embarrassed to bring an umbrella. I didn't bring an umbrella because I don't have an umbrella. But like I don't know, it's just weird. Like I don't know, like be yourself. Like do something just because you want to. Like, bro, I don't know why you care about something. Also, you're never gonna see these people ever again. Like even if you are embarrassed, like you're never gonna see these people. Also, they'd probably actually love you because if you have an umbrella and you're covering them, they're gonna be like, "Wow, thank God she brought an umbrella." People are just weird. Like I don't think people who say like that's so embarrassing, I'd be so embarrassed. You are just so sad with your life, and that is sad. I will judge you if like you say like that's embarrassing. I'm like, do you hate your life or something? Like, oh my god, you should just go. Yeah, I think you can know what I'm trying to say. Um, and then I said faith because this is more of like not well, it's an educated topic that I don't have that much knowledge on. But when I was reading the Hermetica, it was like the this book is a lot about faith. Um and like nowadays, like I was reading it and like the things that they say or the things he says, excuse me, um they are very wise. Um but a lot of it is offering yourself to that faith, and to me it sounded wow. I was like, damn, that's like a lot of commitment. But I think it's because nowadays so many people don't have faith, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing because obviously like our minds have shifted over the course of like years, but it is a little crazy because like faith is something that, then again, this book comes in handy. Faith is something that like pioneered our development as Homo sapiens, or just like as a society in general. And it's so crazy because nowadays, like we don't have a lot of faith. Like it's a very lost art. And then those who are like faithful, it's like they almost shove it down your throat. And I don't know, I think it's just like there's two ends of the spectrum for that. Um, but yes, I don't think like anyone's just like themselves. And I think everyone needs to be themselves when they're faithful. And then I put Robert Oppenheimer created world peace. Now, this might be a little controversial subject. I don't think it's controversial because then again, I got it from this book. It talks about how um like us as a world, a lot of people do believe that we are like in one of the worst like periods of time, and people think that there's no peace when in reality there's so much peace. It's like low key a little crazy. And it brings up the idea that Robin Oppenheimer, although he killed like so many people with the creation of the atomic bomb, he also kind of killed war, because war now is at that scale that he said it, and things are just going to get bigger and bigger, and that is just going to be the extinction of humans. So people kind of like avoid war because they know that the extent it will go to will be so grand that it might just kill a lot of people. And I think that was just an interesting idea. Not only that, but I thought it was interesting how Yuval Noah mentions how there is a lot of peace, and really the nations that there isn't peace, it's because God, he mentions it. I don't know how he mentions it, but he mentions that there is so much peace that we kind of like overlook it. It's like kind of like that thing where it's like you can have 100 positive comments, but there's that one negative comment that stands out to you. And it is really true. Like, yes, there are like bad things happening in the world, like without a doubt. But when you look at it, the world is like pretty peaceful in general because there's no wars. Like, there isn't a lot of what was happening. No one's like, there's conquering like other countries or cities, and all that isn't happening like every day how it used to happen back then. It's much less like only for, I don't know how he says it, but it doesn't happen as much, like obviously, but it does still happen for the countries who, he puts it in a way, I feel like if I say it I sound crazy or I sound like problematic, but he puts it in a much better way. So honestly, any video I make, I'm gonna reference this book. I think everyone should read this book. It's literally the best book in the whole world. Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Barack Obama, everyone has read this book, so I think you should too, because why not? And then, okay, this was just an idea I had because I was also reading the Hermetica. And I don't even know if this makes sense. I put religion and making love. Is making love looked down upon because it is a means of pleasure and not that of procreating? Is God intended procreation from making love? Where were he to know that we are greedy? I don't even know what I was trying to say. I think what I was trying to say is, what is the religious correlation with making love? Because, okay, I understand, because in the Hermetica it mentions that making love is a gift from the gods for procreation, but then it's that same question that I mentioned in the Making Love in Film video. Is obviously it's not bad in our society, it's not frowned upon, but in religious context it is a little confusing. And I understand why there is so much stigma. It is kind of like if God created, like, if God intended us to make love, which equals procreation, is God against contraceptives? Or did God make making love pleasurable to people in order to get them to procreate more? Like, what really is like the science here? And like in like religious aspects people can question because religion is such like, I don't know, like because religion isn't set in stone for so many people, I think people like kind of just push it to the side. But it is like an interesting question to ask or like just to even think about, because it is like there is like so many like different ideas. And a lot of people are gonna think I'm crazy, but no, it is interesting to think about. Like, I'm not that religious, but yeah, I still have like some sort of faith. But like, I'm not religious to the extent where I think about like making love and God's idea of that. But it is interesting to think about. Like, really, it is interesting to think about. What else can I talk about? I feel like I've been talking too fast. Um, I put people who judge constantly. I think this is like a very like everyone talks about this, but like if you're around someone who judges a lot of people and like constantly, I'm sorry, they can deny this all they want. They just hate their lives. And that's the truth. Like, I'm sorry, but they have some sort of malice that was rooted in them when they were a child or as they got older. And they just are like, they really just like, they got nothing else better to do with their time. And like, I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Like, that person could deny all they want to say, no, I love my life. I'm just hating because why are you like that? No, you hate your life because why do you hate on other people? Like, bruh, like that has nothing to do with your business. In my opinion, I have bad days, I have good days, but I genuinely think I'm like an okay person, I guess. Like, I'm not the best person, but like I'm not the worst. But you will never see me judge someone like unless I'm like, okay, well, okay, I sound crazy because I was just judging people who would like to read romance books, and I was judging people who bed rot and delete TikTok. So maybe I shouldn't be talking. But like, if you're someone who judges constantly, like, oh my god, why does she look like that? Or like, okay, oh my god, why is she wearing her jeans like that? Oh my god, why are her jeans so high up? Why are her jeans rolled all like that way? Like, bruh, like, why do you really care? Like, why do you care so much about other people's life? I'm sorry, maybe I'm narcissistic and I only care about myself, but I could turn another butt cheek to another person. Like, I really don't care. I also don't understand the whole, like, okay, I understand when people block people on Instagram and all of that, but I've never been one for blocking. Like, like, even unadding, I must really hate you to unadd you. Like, it's just so much extra work that I really don't care. Maybe I'm just amazing and spectacular and I have this amazing mind. But like, if you do me dirty, I really just don't care. Like, I really don't care. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I gotta block her. I gotta block her from my stories. I gotta delete her from everywhere. No, I just really don't care. Like, you can do that yourself. Like, I don't care. I'm sorry. Like, I really don't care. And that's my philosophy. I don't think we should care, but I think there should be times where we do care. Like, I love to care about things. I love to care about the things that I love. If I don't love something, then I'm sorry, but I don't care. Like, maybe that's a bad thing. It's not that, okay, if I love something, I love it. If it's okay, I'm indifferent. If I don't like it, I don't care. That's my philosophy. Yes. Yes, yes. Like, I'm sorry, but like, if you get on my nerves, you got on my nerves for that day, and then the rest of the time, I'm gonna live my life, and I'm never gonna think about you again. I'm probably just gonna continue on with my life. I'm not gonna spend every day of my life stalking your account, sending screenshots to a group chat where I make fun of you. Why are you going that extra mile? Like, why do you care that much? Like, I don't know. It's just so weird to me. Like, I don't know. And I think that's only a problem on social media. I don't know. I'm sorry if you do that. But like, I don't know. I understand like some people are like sometimes I want to be a hater, but it's like, bro, like I don't know, like after a while I'm tired of it. Like it's too much. It's too much energy to hate. That's my philosophy too. There are people who say that they're like it's too much energy to hate, like stop hating. It's all like that like wellness stuff, but that is true. Like that's how I think about it. Like it's too much energy for me. Like I'd rather be happy. Um and then I have let's regress, we've evolved too much. I do think we as a society have evolved too much. I think we have evolved way too much. Um I don't know. There's things that should happen and there shouldn't. I think there needs to be a moral compass. Like, why do we have these Apple Vision Pros? Oh my God. Also, I don't think cars should be exist. I think cars were one of the worst inventions in the world. They shouldn't exist. We should all just be able to walk around. We should have trains. We should honestly, Europe, I don't know much about Europe. In my mind, Europe is like a very walkable country. And like other than that, you can take a train, you know? That's how I think the United States should have been. And now we got 400 billion highways and freeways and roads, and like it's too much work. Like, why do I gotta do all that to go to Walmart? I don't know. It's just kind of like it's really ugly. It's really really ugly to me. Also, more people die in cars than anything. Like, bruh, like why are we still using a freaking mode of transportation that is killing people every day? That's what we don't think about, I think, actually. I think, like, we're always like, I need to be in a safe neighborhood. I don't want to go to this part of the town because it's kind of sketchy. No. And guess what? In all of those instances, you're driving to that place in a car that could kill you. We don't talk about that enough. We don't talk about cars enough. Cars are low key, like, I don't want to mention it because, knock on wood, that's my biggest fear. But I do not like cars. Do I drive? Yes. But I wish we could just walk everywhere. Also, we would be so much healthier if we walked everywhere. Like, hello, we'd be happier. You know how happy I am after a walk, how happy I am after a run. Life just seems so much better. I do think, yes, I am one of those people. I know a lot of people talk about like toxic wellness or like all of that. Like, I go on runs every day. I do this. I'm off of my phone. I'm so happy. And people were like, boo, just live life. Y'all need to live life and get off that phone and actually go on a run. It's actually really fun. Yes, I am one of those people. I don't do everything. I'm not like shower, do Pilates, slather my skin in lotion. Maybe I should put lotion on because that'd be better for my skin. But like, I'm not like one of those. I'm just like, yes, go on a run, get off your phone, read. Yes, we should do more of that. Um, let's see. Oh, I have things I want to do and complete throughout my life. Read the Bible. I really want to read the Bible. I want to know because I know there's some really good stories in the Bible, and a lot of people mention that. So I want to read the Bible. Just because I want to be able to say like I read the Bible. Yes. Like people can say that, but like no one really says it. Like no one's like, "Yes, I read the Bible." I want to say that. Okay, this I'm gonna save for another video, so watch out, another video coming. It says how the masses create and ruin celebrities and bash them the second things get bad. That's gonna be a whole video because I could talk about that forever. I think that's all I'm gonna talk about today. Um, yes. I didn't think I was gonna talk for 23 minutes, but I did. So thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Keep letting me flop, guys. Let me flop. Actually, no, you guys did really good on my making love video. It actually got like a bunch of views randomly. It went from like 20 to like 100 and something. So thank you. But yes, thank you for watching. Oh my god, I actually have no idea where Toby is. But yes, should I do the microbangs? Well, we'll see by my next video. Bye.